finished my daily ritual of adding oil to this fuck. That Cumbies.
Watching the worst show on television.
So, as you can see, this old one, piece of junk, that's all cracked. There's a leak right at the top. I don't think you can see it on camera, but it's right there. It's pretty nasty. And so, yeah, new boot on Amazon for like 16 bucks. It's not going in anywhere now because the brackets on it just are broken. But yeah, also filter. It works. The car no longer feels heavier. I'm taking this apart earlier, but I basically traced my electrical problem down to the switch that goes on this. This switch on this side is bad, and it sucks because on these cars, that switch affects both the front switch, well, and obviously the back switch, but it's the only reason the window doesn't work, because these two on the bottom here are the terminal leads for the motor down here. I tested it with the battery. This window goes up and down, and there was a power leak, and so when I was testing it with the voltmeter, these leads should always either read negative 12 point something volts or positive 12 point something volts, because these are 12 volt motors and it's a really simple circuit. But it was reading a positive 12 on the up, and then when no power was going to the switch, it was reading a 10 volts, and then when you went down, it would do a negative 2 volts. So there's a power leak in the switch. I was looking through the wires, make sure it wasn't the wires. I tested all the leads on here. Once again, just have someone sit up there, press the switch up and down, and each of these terminals should either read positive 12 or negative 12, and all of them did there. All of them did. There's actually this junction box. You have to just take out a screw up here and a screw up here. That pops out, and then you just pop the clip, and you can test the leads that go from this circuit all the way up there. I thought I was going to have to take those apart, and I'm glad I tested that beforehand, before I just, took my seat out, took all the trim out, and turns out I didn't need to do that, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because the problem was with the switch. And yeah, so I need a new one of these. I just called up Advanced Auto Parts. It's like $14 fucking per switch, but I might go to the junkyard, try to find one. Shout out to my friend Steven, who lets me steal parts out of his car because his windows don't fucking work either. Hopefully this does. Because fuck buying one of these. They're so fucking expensive. Fuck. How do I... Yeah, sure. It literally just clicks the fuck on. Oh shit. Wonder if this works. Ah shit. Damn. Also because my connection, I don't know how to describe it. the like little plastic connector piece like shattered when I took it out just because of how old it was. And so it's literally just the terminals that are plugged in there. And so I'm just going to, yeah, just do that.
Success!
Coming in crutch again. These are number 8 by 3/4 aluminum screws that hold the door panel on. It's a little bit loose on because there's a bunch of these cracked clips that my buddy Steven has, but he's gone right now, so I don't have access to them. It's just a bunch of these that, like, you know, they snap in. I don't have a bunch of those, but they're like 7 for like 20 on Amazon. These little beauty clips that go over the bolt holes. There we go. Perfect. Doesn't that look nice? What a nice car. Kind of. Sort of. I lost this. I'll find it. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do them one at a time.
That's a smart way to do it. That does.
Had a bad HID bulb. It looks very messy back here. I'll have to come up with a better solution for this in time than just zip tying it all together. But yeah, I have working headlights now, so that's a step in the right direction. So these wheels that I got are authentic ARE Nepris that I pulled off of a C4 Corvette in the junkyard. They'd been sitting for anywhere from 5 to 20 years, and I'm the only car in the friend group that those wheels will fit on. So I'm excited to restore these wheels and eventually throw them on my car. I'm really excited because this is my first ever set of multi-piece wheels, and it's going to be a fun project restoring all these in the next couple weeks. So look forward to that. Now watch as I struggle to get the center caps off of these 20-year-old wheels.
These plates. Actually, no, it's medium. No, it's great. There we go.
I swear, for some reason, everything starts working as soon as I stop recording.
I might have like neutralized the threads though, so that's not good. Start. No, it's not. There we go. There we go. And of course, I don't know.
Ha, got it. That's what threads locked up in a wheel for 30 years look like. Alright, next thing you do with these wheels is, well, there's 2 screws that need to be taken out. It's still in the bag, but I'm trying to do this so I can show you. Anyway, it's got like 2 USB ports on it, and it reads the battery voltage live, so we're gonna put that in. It's fucking cool. Got it. Put that back in. So we're literally just gonna take the cigarette lighter out somehow. With it. There's 1, 2. Alright, now this piece is out. Alright, we're gonna move on. Leave this there. Screen, because I was struggling with it a little bit. But basically there's this orange acrylic piece. You have to press really hard on these tabs, and then Then I ended up trying to twist it up. I think I'm gonna have to press on the tabs actually a little bit more, just to be able to slide the thing out. But yeah, this little acrylic part, you just press on these tabs, and then this should slide right out. And this part is pretty cool. But we have our new parts. I'm not going to worry about wiring it quite yet. This one actually does have a fuse in line with it, and that part's pretty nice. This is so nice. I can't believe that this part was 10 bucks off eBay. It did take like 2 or 3 weeks to get here though. And then if you remove this, you see that there's 2 USB ports. It seems to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. It just means we'll have a little bit of a tighter fit. I don't actually think I can get it in there. So I'm gonna have to remove some material on here. Let's see what happens. To widen that hole, because it was slightly too small to start with, I just used a step drill. Just use a step drill. I tried several things. It would have taken forever to sand it down. I tried the blowtorch, but I was really careful because I didn't want to damage this hole because this is an interior piece. But just use the step drill. It works fine and it looks good. Actually, before we do anything, I'm going to wipe this down. Hand tight is fine for this. You don't need it super, super tight just so that it'll stay in place while you're driving so it doesn't get loose. Okay, now that this is on, I'm actually going to attach the connectors. This one's positive, that one's negative. It's got little markings that tell you on it. Okay, so it just slides, it clicks. That's positive, that's negative. Okay, so now we're going to get our connectors and we're going to basically crimp these on. Perfect. So now, move this computer. Turns out that this was unplugged, so I'm interested to see what happens with this. And once again, my battery is disconnected. So, if you're going to be working on wires, even though the circuit doesn't get power until the car is powered on, still recommend making sure that your battery is disconnected because electricity is dangerous. I should have used the blue connectors. But in theory, this works. Just push all the wires down under here for now. Make sure. Actually, I'm going to disconnect this computer thing. Make sure that this is above here. Then this should just set right in. There we go. And then this computer thing. Sets in there. Cool. And so before I put everything back, I'm going to test this, reconnect the battery, see what happens. So this is working, but I mounted it backwards. Wire. Just do it again. This works. This is good. Here it is. Here again. Just click. It goes in. Well, you get a reading there. It says 12.5 volts, so you know your battery's good. Grab a USB thing, make sure it works. So I put everything back together. It works. I've got something plugged in. I've got this USB plugged in, which is actually plugged into my phone right now. So yeah, it works, and it works well. I might have to add a battery because right now it doesn't turn on. Or it doesn't turn off, but it's pretty cool. I like it.